Twilight and Magenta. I hope you enjoy. Watch our previous videos. Thank you! Let's start with my backstory when I first met Magenta. Well, this is how it starts, said Twilight slowly. I was just a little filly. I had already gotten Celestia's school and gotten my cutie mark, and had just one friend. She never told me her second name. Her first name was Magenta. And one day when I went to school, I saw Magenta as usual. There was nothing weird going on. Twilight continued, but things got weird. When I came to class to get my book, Magenta killed our teacher. I was so scared, but at the same time, I noticed that our teacher looked different. Then I noticed if Magenta kills you, you'll become a different pony. Twilight said, shuddering, remembering her terrible past. Anyway, she noticed me and pounced at me, and I fell on the ground, nearly dead. Then how are you still alive? Asked Fluttershy. How do you know I'm not an imposter, said Twilight questionably back. How do we know I'm not a Pinky imposter and the real Pinky said Pinky, as if she was about to explode. Here we go again, said Applejack, really annoyed and irritated. When Twilight wanted to continue, but Pinky was still crying, they went to comfort her, and Rarity said to Twilight, Twilight, it's okay, you are the real Pinky. We don't have to talk about imposters. Twilight said, remembering their deal. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Pinky, Twilight said. It's okay, we can continue, said Pinky back to her normal self. Anyway, let's continue, said Twilight, but she was interrupted by Fluttershy. I don't want to hear it. Could one of you be a darling and help me? I'll come. Anyway, I thought, and Celestia must have heard, but Magenta was already gone, and for some reason the body disappeared, and a poor foal was in the room, and she was screaming. Ah! So I think that's what caused Celestia to come. Then she gave me this potion, and I healed instantly. Whoa. Yeah, I know. And after that, I was afraid of Magenta. And I think Celestia got suspicious, because one day she asked me what was going on, and why was I lying on the floor unconscious? At least this part is not scary. Anyway, after I told her, she told me she would stay with me tonight at my house because she wanted to make sure I was okay. And of course, I was excited. So we went to my house. I told her to invite her niece, Cadence, Miyamura Cadenza. And so we went to my house. But then, when I was in my room, and my family and Cadence went to clean, and Celestia went to get some water. But as soon as Celestia left, I saw Magenta. But she was a blob, and she bashed through the window. But it made no sound, said Twilight. Oh my! Wow. But as soon as Celestia came in, she disappeared, and I was tongue-tied to say anything. And so my parents got the mattresses ready, and we slept. Well, except me. I just pretended to be asleep, so no one knew I wasn't telling them anything. Her friends were so shocked. Oh, Celestia, darling. Weird, not Twilight-like. Okay, not something you find out every day. I know. So after everyone slept, Magenta came, and when I saw her, I screamed. Everyone woke up, except Celestia. And then I think I looked, Magenta, she's here. I looked into her eyes, and I fell asleep, and then Celestia woke up. Or that's what my family told me, finished Twilight. But then, suddenly I woke up and I made a portal only unicorns could do. I was so shocked, and the next thing I knew, I was back in Celestia's school. What? And I was really confused, and then I understood what was happening. So I ran as fast as I could to the classroom, and just in time to stop Magenta from killing our teacher. Hey Magenta, come on, let's go play, said Twilight. Her friends were all relieved, and that the teacher was okay. Then I knew I had to get rid of Magenta for good. Follow me, Magenta! So I tried to remember how I did the portal, and I told Magenta to come to the garage because I found something amazing. And so I told her to close her eyes because I wanted to surprise her. And so I quickly thought of how I felt during the last portal and when it worked. But as soon as she was going to go, she said,
I will get you for this.
And as soon as she left, I think she put another memory spell, and this time it worked. So I saw myself in the garage, and I was so confused. And then after that, I just left and continued my studies.
Finished Twilight.
Leave your comments on which backstory comes next. Subscribe and like to get a magenta for good. It would have been magical if you subscribed and liked.